Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Steve Brennan, and with me are Peter Dalton, Zach Preminger, and Jeff Chandler, the other managing partners of Select Financial Capital. Maybe you could touch a little bit on your background, but also what are the keys to putting a good team together, and what did you see and why did you put this team together?
Well, my background was at age 30, I became CEO of a medium-sized company and continued as CEO of various companies until I retired. Even rang the opening bell on Wall Street with one of those enterprises. But I think of it, when you talk about how do you put a good team together or what makes up a good team, it's AII. It's attitude, intelligence, and integrity. And when I met each of you, I thought you all possessed those values, those ingredients. I met Jeff in Florida when I retired to Florida. I met Zach shortly thereafter, and I met Steve as we were looking for someone to come in as Chief Operating Officer of Wilson Investment. And frankly, we all communicated very well together, and each had a value add element to the group, which I think is why we really came together.
Yeah, we've been working together really since 2019. Zach, maybe you could talk a little bit about how you met this crew and how you got Peter to thinking you have intelligence and integrity.
Pulled the wool over him.
He sent me a note.
Oh my goodness! I just send bottles of scotch to everyone. They think you're really smart. So I got started in real estate on the financing side. I did lending for a Wall Street investment firm during the Great Recession, and was subsequently laid off, and decided that would be the most opportune time to start a development company in real estate. So that's what I did, and I have been doing for the last 15 years. Thank God I was able to, survive that recession and some of the hiccups along the way. And on one of those projects that I've been working on, or I guess I did work on, I came across Jeff, who was in the middle of some private and creative financing solutions, which is exactly what I needed on that deal.
My career similarly started right around the Great Recession time in finance. And, I continued to work in banking, managing various assets. I shouldn't say managing, underwriting and lending on various assets, assets of every class, designing, creating bank policies surrounding lending and stress testing, et cetera. I had moved on to and began working with a family office, managing their debt investments, real estate investments, and even development assets, in multifamily and other areas. Ultimately moved on, and Zach's right. He found a way to get me to leave a quote unquote cushy job with no income.
Come on to this side.
To come do some real estate deals, sourcing deals, underwriting deals, negotiating contracts, managing the debt and acquisition, the debt acquisition and due diligence in these deals. And we had elected along the way, or actually through Peter, we're introduced to Tom Wilson, where Tom helped source some of the capital, but we've been directly involved in the sourcing and managing the process, and continue to manage the assets to this day.
Sure, and just to make a few notes about myself, I met Peter in 2019, who would then introduce me to Jeff and Zach. I had just been in a position where I had fiduciary responsibility on about $500 million in real assets, along with about a $3 billion overall portfolio with a major pension fund. And one of the things there had been selecting investment managers to manage those and helping restructure that portfolio. Peter talked me into coming over and helping Wilson Investment properties do some work kind of restructuring their process, and I was just immediately impressed with Jeff and Zach, their ability to find investments. We've been really working as a team since 2019, doing investments like Savannah, Washington, Lincoln Square, where they've brought those forward, done the due diligence, really managed those properties. But we've just worked and gelled really good as a team. So earlier this year, we created a Select Financial Capital to kind of continue moving things forward with this team that's really been working together and putting deals together since 2019. And we just would invite everybody to visit the website, www.selectfincap.com.